seen students in action over at the central office building, and I saw students at the schools with their coffee shops. And those are the high school level kids, and I knew there was another program that they might be able to go into with this corporate classroom thing. I'm a former teacher, and anytime we can connect a building outside of the regular classroom and outside the regular school setting, I want to do that and want to be a part of it and feel like we have the skills, the hand skills, the mental skills, the computer skills that the students in corporate classroom can engage and really get employed well beyond the school district.
I saw those kids a couple of times visiting 514. And I just thought it would be a good thing for our staff because we're pretty isolated out here at the warehouse, pretty far removed from the reason we're all here, which is for the kids. So I thought it would be a morale booster for the staff, and then I also thought that, you know, maybe we can make a difference in a kid's life.
Well, we looked at it and it just made sense with the kids in the schools and looking at careers and things like that, and we're sitting here and we're repairing buses every day, working on engines. There's that trade that needs to be there, so I believe that it's a perfect match, and using, you know, students to come in and learn how to work on school buses. We always need mechanics.
I think overall it seems to enliven everybody that works here. I've seen a lot of people saying they want to get involved. They want the interns to come and help. I think it's overall very positive.
I sat down with my supervisors because we knew each of them were going to be engaging in different levels of our operation, and to make sure it was going to be complementary. Because I didn't want the student to come in and get a bad experience, and I didn't want our folks to feel overwhelmed to provide job opportunities and come up with things, so to speak, for them to do. But we're so operationally minded, not only in the office, but in our fleet maintenance division. We saw an easy segue. We could probably maintain an intern in each area, if not two in each area, to keep this program alive for the students and that experience. So we saw a big need. My secretaries that work in the office, I asked them to make lists of things that you would delegate to a student or to a person in corporate classroom, and we came up with a long, long list.
They've been great. We actually do have some areas that are pretty short-staffed, and so they've actually been a help. And I thought that they might be helpful, but the main thing I wanted was, like I said, a morale boost, and then hopefully to make a difference in them. But they're great kids. We've had them do some filing. We've had them do some things in the warehouse with our files that it's really a big task to box things up, to stage them for destruction. They have helped food and nutrition do some process or handle some of the applications for free and reduced lunches. And they've also worked with the Technology Services Department, helping them get organized and caught up on some filing.
I think the potential is great. They've learned some great skills. They've learned to interact with people. You know, there's been times where you've had to sit and say, okay, no, not this way, let's do it that way. And they've said, okay, and they've changed and listened to instructions. And I think it would be great for any environment that they went to work in.
I believe that it's actually shown the staff that, you know, we're looking and we're here for the kids. So bringing an intern in from a school and being able to show them the trade. There's a lot of guys that's been in here and they're doing on-the-job training. You know, they're having to learn as time goes on. So why not bring the young guys in and teach them? And so I think that it's really worked out well from the staff side.
Our current intern corporate classroom has been beneficial to keep our folks on task, taking care of the customers on the phone, on the computer, at the school, so they've been able to free up. And really, if I did a work study, I'd probably be saving money for the value by the hour on my supervisor's time. That's a value for them to be focused on students and getting kids to and from safely. And our interns are able to do the copying, the extra paperwork, the computer, spreadsheets, all the things that are necessary to maintain the operation. And on top of our fleet maintenance, we've created a whole job. I mean, we could hire our corporate intern right now. We could hire that person. We had a job opening and they let me post it. He's definitely got the skills to maintain it year round.
They come around and actually ask if we need anything, if we need any help, and then we'll chat with them. So we've seen them socially grow, their social skills have grown, and they really are taking to the task that they're given also. They really are, they need a little bit of instruction, and then you can pretty much turn them loose and let them do what you've asked them to do.
The reception of all the people here, usually sometimes you didn't have the departments really talking to each other. Now, because of them and knowing that they're all working together, now it seems like everybody's communicating more on a daily basis. They've just stepped up. They're part of the team now. I think that they could step into any role in the same type of environment, office environment, basic warehouse environment, and I think they could step in and do whatever.
I know some schools do what they call employability grade. My wife does that as a teacher, and I kept thinking about her employability grade. I would grade both of our students we've had this semester as an A. I would give them an A if they got an 8 for this, and it was a blessing not to have to pay them. It was like, I've got another 2 employees not paying them doing things that we have a need for. So when you have folks like them and our corporate classroom students, they create that need to have that body to keep our pacing at a low level. We work at a high strung out level, and having them doing the behind the scenes things, just keeping copy machines running, making the copies, sorting things out. And even our corporate intern did work orders and did accounts payable. I signed off a work order that she filled out and that normally the secretaries do. So their skill level has been at a high level. Their personalities have just been wonderful. We fall in love with them because they're so sweet and so nice and so cordial. They've been prepared, and whatever you all do in corporate classroom side, when they come to us, I felt like these two set the stage and they set the bar high. So my expectations are to continue that, and we expect that from anyone coming over. We plan to continue doing the corporate classroom as long as we have it here at Cobb County.
I was more focused on the social aspect to it, and that I was more concerned with what I was doing with my friends and my buddies and my band and all of them, and not too focused on school. And it really brought me down and got me behind in school, and by the time I was supposed to graduate, I was a 4th-year sophomore. I think it was mainly my social anxiety and my lack of confidence is that over the high school years, I was more focused on everything else going on, and a lot of drama that went on in high school, which is another reason why I wanted to leave as bad as I did to join this, this is a better environment for me, and I need to start going on about my life.
I've been a part of the corporate classroom for over a year now. I like working here with the guys and learn how to do everything.
It taught me like different settings of the environment. High school is just like, it's like doing homework. A lot of homework.
I feel a lot more successful. My anxiety's gotten better. I've been able, when I first got here, I started talking to people in these offices. I don't know if I'm supposed to say names or not, but Michelle right here, we talk a good bit. Tanya, Elise, and then Bill and Steve have been nothing but nice to me since I got here. So everyone is so friendly, and it's a lot better environment.
This program actually did help me out very a lot to get a job right out of high school, and I like it. It's fun. I hope a lot of kids do this because you get a job easier than the other kids do.
The staff, I think it's made a bigger difference than we even thought. I had the initial meeting to tell them what the program was about and what it would be like. We have some staff that don't even have kids, and then some that have kids that aren't anywhere around those ages anymore. So they've either forgotten what that's like, or they haven't gotten to those ages yet. So it really has boosted the morale of the staff. A couple of them get even almost teary-eyed when they think about it, and one of them even said, "This was a great idea. I really hope we can make a change in this kid's life." So it's been great.
My supervisors, Tracy and Ramona, they've been good to me, and they helped me a lot.
If I'm working on something, I'll ask someone around near me to help me with this thing, or ask Mr. Charles if I need help in Well, it's not just one. I mean, I work with everyone. I like working with everyone. And just kind of work with new things. I like it a lot. A guy named we call him Alabama, but his name is Donald. He kind of helped me out a lot on the seats when I first started here. And after that, I just started moving around to different buses, helping out different guys with their work. And Jeremiah helped him out with the engine one time. I feel like it's the best support system I ever had here.
When I first joined, I thought that I was already prepared and I thought I could go off and do whatever I wanted as far as work, but after within the first week that I was here, I really I understood where I'm at as far as getting employed, and I could tell that I needed a lot more work than a lot more training than what I had before I joined this program. My ultimate goal is just to actually, like anyone else, just once they grow up and move out of your parents' house, get your own money, get your own house, your own family, and just live on your own. You've helped me this far.